Welcome to Research Unit Packet video number 6. We're going to finish up the Research Unit Packet by wrapping up page 7. And as we look into source number 3, we only need to find one more note because we are only finding 4 notes for each of our sources. So I'm going to keep scrolling down and looking through source number 3 for parts that I had highlighted earlier when I was reading it. And on the bottom of page 3, I highlighted another note. This one said, "But for many students, the real worry is how they are going to participate in virtual classes. Almost 1 in every 5 U.S. students doesn't have reliable access to a computer at home," the Pew Research Center finds. So this helps to answer our research question because it talks about how hard it is for students to distance learn if they don't have the tools that they need. Now, this is a fact because we can prove that 1 in 5 students does not have access to a computer at home. And that is something that does make it difficult to participate in virtual classes. So, since our last note is a fact, when we go to page 7 of the white packet, it's going to be a fact note. This one was found on page 3 of the article. And when it comes to facts, we will put it in our own words. We will paraphrase this same information. Here is my paraphrased version of the fact from source 3. 1 in 5 U.S. students do not have access to a computer, which can make it difficult to participate in distance learning. Again, same information, but I simply put it in my own words. So I could continue with the article, and I could find more information possibly, but we have found what we need for this particular unit, so we are going to move on. Now there's one more thing we need to do, and that's to determine if we need any parenthetical citations filled in. And remember, you only need to fill this in if it is a quotation note. With that being said, these 3 were fact notes, so we don't need to fill this in. This note was a quotation note, so we will. So we need to scroll up to our works cited information. And here is our parenthetical citation all ready to go. Looks like we ended up using the author's last name, Hulick. So that is what's going to go for this spot right here. You should fill in your parenthetical citation as well. That's going to help us say exactly where this quote came from. It came from this particular source. So now we have all of this information that can help us answer our research question, found in 3 different sources. Now, what you might want to do at this time, if for some reason you missed a day or didn't get everything copied in, I'm going to slowly scroll through the different slides. And if there's a slide that you need to use to fill out your white packet, pause the video, complete the packet, and then by the time you get done, you should have the whole packet filled out. Now, if this was the traditional research where we would create a product, we might, at this point, take all of this information, come to a decision based off of it, and then answer our research question. So based off of what we read, you would finally be able to decide if distance learning has been an effective way of learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. And then maybe we would write a paper sharing our opinion, and then to back up our opinion, we would be using all of the information that we put into our notes. Positives about distance learning, negatives about distance learning, and we would share where all of this information came from. So we would also tell our reader about our 3 sources so that they would know where our facts and information came from. Now, lucky for you, we do not have time to do the full process this year, so we will not do the final step, which turns the information into a final product like a paper or a presentation. What you are going to do to get credit for research is you are going to bring this packet back on Monday and you are going to turn it in completed. If you have any questions, you can always send Ms. Borkerding a Schoology message or an email. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in trimester 3.